Good morning and welcome to my P.E.H YouTube channel. Woof, what a morning. I had a really heavy night's sleep last night and needed it. So, wow, it's a beautiful day today. Went for a walk in mi Pueblo and had a bit of meditation. Now here to talk about a very powerful and important subject. So the subject today we're going to talk about is, well, it's difficult to break down into one sentence, but I'll explain where I go from here. One of the things in life we don't realize we do is we tend to reach out and expect of others in so many ways. Okay, take for instance, when you find love, when you become attached or the chords then start to connect, okay? You know what I mean? When you feel each other. This is not just love, but this is friendship, this is family, this is everything that this connection is. And this connection can be like, oh my God, I was thinking about you. And then all of a sudden your mind and your heart start to work towards more about thinking about them and what you can do to help them and how you can make a difference for them. Because basically your heart, your spirit and your soul wants to do that. That's why you feel you're here deep down. You've been not only programmed to it, but it's because you're kind, so you want to help. And funnily enough in life, how many times do we find that we can help other people but not ourselves? Yeah, isn't this coincidental, everything that I'm saying, if you think about it? Isn't this, there's a pattern here, let me get there, okay? So we start to give, we start to share, we start to then almost become, not obsessed, but we become more involved in other people because of all the things that I've said. So these chords start to get stronger and stronger and more powerful. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful, because you may say to me, but Mark, relationships of whatever kind, this is what it's about. Well, it is. It is about that. It is about a connection and helping. Of course it is. But there is a fine line, and we often step over that line and we don't realize until it's too late. You see, what happens is, when you're giving and helping and putting all your thoughts and feelings within to this one person or these other people or your family or your children or whatever, all what you're doing is, in truth, you're putting yourself out of the way. You're not focused on you. You're just putting that on the back burner. You're just moving that aside, because without realizing, what you're doing is you're stopping your spiritual growth and your path. Because what happens is, this connection between all of these people or this one certain person is stopping, it's stunting your growth because of your fixation, your thoughts, your feelings every day that you're putting, or you're giving fully. And this is where it becomes dangerous, and I'll explain why. All of these things that we give and share and do with others, okay? Most of us, without realizing, have been programmed to believe that when we give and do this, we expect so much back in return. We want something in return in some way or another. We feel that we deserve that because we've given and sweated and thought about and helped, that we feel that, well, if you really care for me as much as I care for you and what I've shown to you, then you need to show me back. You see where the danger lies now. So this is a very different scenario from somebody saying to you, coming up to you saying, okay, I need your help, and if you help me, I will give you this in return. That's business, okay? This is more on an emotional level, because when you do what you do and you share your love with a partner, somebody that you love, or friends, or family, or somebody who's just an acquaintance, where was the contract there? Where was the communication in saying, I'm doing this because I expect something back? Did that person expect anything to begin with? No, but you've gone out of your way to do all of these things. And you know what? Why did you do that? Ask yourself, why have you done that? It is wrong for any of us to give and expect anything in return. And I have often said to you, a true gift is only a gift when you don't expect anything in return. Because if you do, then it was never a gift. Because all you ever did was hold on to the value of what you were giving. And if you were holding on to the value of what you were giving, then where is the gift in that? That's not a gift. That's business. That's a contract. That's a deal. But how can that be a deal if you haven't made the deal? So when you then finally wake up to the fact that this person isn't playing your emotional game, or they don't feel as you should feel, and you start to feel bad about it, well, who's to blame? You see, in my world now, there is no blame, but there is something that we really need to look at. Guess what that is? Ourselves. We need to look at why we get upset when we help people and something goes wrong. We need to realize that the only way we can ever become stronger than this very beautiful and amazing challenge and test is to not step over that line, is to not expect from others, is to not feel pain when a situation doesn't work out for us because of those expectations. We have to learn to be strong in ourselves. We have to learn to do things with love and not want anything in return. We have to learn to be strong in ourselves and find our power and give with our hearts and not want anything for it because we do it because we want to. And that goes for love too. When we go so deep into love and we start to give and share, and all of a sudden that connection becomes so strong that we then fall into a similar trap of feeling vulnerable, worried, fearful of the other person, of what we've done, what mistakes we've made. And there's something in that we need to learn from, because that's not how life should be. It should be a simple case of loving, caring and sharing, and that's it. And not judging, not expecting. So we are all equally to blame for this energy, because the blame factor I talk about is the blame is just a word. What we need to do is realize that that word is there to help us grow stronger. So why not today join me and become stronger in that, and not allow any of these things to affect us, our relationships, our friendships, whatever we do. We need to become stronger than any of those things. So whenever we become too sensitive, whenever we become too attached, whenever we become too emotionally involved, boom, step back. Because that emotional involvement is a very dangerous negative energy for all of us. And it is a false illusion. And then we create things that are not even there. We are all equal in that test and challenge. I'm not sure if you're understanding this today, but the one thing I want to tell you today is this. Don't ever feel bad over whatever you've done or whatever somebody's done. Don't let your life be so shallow to allow these little silly things that I call tests and challenges to affect us along our journey. Let us just shine a love for the world and become stronger, and most of all, put ourselves first. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing is you. I am the most important thing in my life. And I do not say that in a selfish way. I say it to say that if I work on myself every day and become the most strongest and loving person, then I am able to share that love, that confidence, that power with other people, so then they become stronger. So it is a win-win situation. Well, I love you all, guys. Have a great day from Mijas Pueblo. Thank you for subscribing to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. And I want you to be amazing. I want you to be strong. I want you to wake up every morning and not feel guilty, sad, sorry, or whatever. I just want you to be happy every morning. That's all I ever want. And that's all I ever want for myself. Every morning. Let's do this. Even though we know there's challenges, we know there's going to be tests, we know we're going to fall, but at least we recognize them quicker and fix them. Let them go and become stronger much quicker so the things don't affect us as much. That's when we realize we're growing in a spiritual light. Okay, guys, love you all till tomorrow. Take care. Catch this. Love you all.